Hello, my lords and ladies, and welcome to another episode of some Nerd Nights painting some rats. So this is going to be a different method on painting some rats for your Skaven Horde army. There's a ton of ways to do this. I'm just giving you a bunch of ideas. So this is the 5th video of the rats. We're going to do some more on different painting ideas. On just how to make your rats ugly and different and whatever. So yeah, first off, I want to say thank you to all my YouTube members. You guys are absolutely amazing. Can't thank you guys enough. You guys will get early access to this video, as all YouTube members do. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment. But without further ado, let's go. Alright, after building your miniature and getting the two that are the exact same, we are going to spray paint it in black. We did put some Stirland Mud down, and then spray paint it in black, and then white from above, creating that zenithal highlight. With that, we are going to take all of our skin and just do some straight up Targor Rageshade on the skin. This is kind of a purplish type of dark shade color that looks pretty good in my opinion. For the top portion on our rat, we're going to do some Kroxigor Scales. Straight out of the pot. You can thin it if you would like, but I just did straight out of the pot. And again, we're just kind of mixing colors up, creating new ideas to give you some ideas on how to paint rats differently, so they all don't look the same. They're all worn and torn and just, they're Skaven. You can make them all look the same, but I think it looks good when they all look different. But that is up to you. Alright, for the bottom portion, we're going to use some Skeleton Horde straight out of the pot. You don't need to thin this because this is already a very opaque contrast paint, and that white really sticks out and already creates that natural highlight. You don't need to do anything else with this. Again, we are speed painting these rats. We're not giving these things the, golden demon treatment on every single one. We got too many to paint. We've got a lot in the box still we got to get through, so we are just slapping it on there. White sticks through, makes it look good. They'll be battle ready. I almost think parade ready, but you be the judge of that. Alright, for the wood areas, we are going to be doing some Ratling Grime on there. Pretty simple. Make sure you do the inside and the outside. For the rat tail, we're going to do some Volupus Pink. You could also do Sigvald Burgundy if you would like, but make sure you get the inside, the outside, and then you can see a little bit if you're looking through the front of the miniature, if you can reach it, and if you're confident enough to reach it without smashing something else. For the wood that is being held up by our Skaven little sword, or I don't know what this is, spear, I guess, kind of, whatever, sword spear, we're going to use some Wyldwood. Alright, for the belts and those areas, we're going to be doing some Cygor Brown. Pretty simple. And for our last two paints on the basics step, it's going to be Morghast Bone on those teeth And then we're going to do some lead belcher on all of our metallics. Those metallics would include the spear sword head, yep, and the chainmail as well. And then the top of the shield with the middle of the shield as well. So, yay, us. We were done with the base paints. All right, too quick on the shades. First shade being a Agrax on the teeth and the claws, and then if you hit that one claw that's holding the spear sword, that's it. For metallics, pretty simple. We are just going to do the Nulin Oil on there and then let these dry, and moving on to our highlight step. There's not that many, but you know, we'll get through it. All right, to highlight up that blue, we're just going to go over the raised areas with Ahriman Blue on there. Don't get into those recesses. You don't need to overdo it. It's very transparent on this blue. It just gives it a little bit of a smoother finish once you put it on. All right, highlighting up the fur and the skin. Like I said before, Targor Rageshade is like a deep, deep purple shade. It looks almost black, but you can see the hints of purple in there. So what we're going to do is those pieces of fur and the warts that are sticking up and a little bit of the white areas to include the nose. We're just going to take some of this Dechala Lilac on there and really just go very lightly on it. I also put this on the fingertips as well, and the knuckles and those areas a little bit onto the feet, just to brighten it up. You don't want to overdo this. You just want to brighten up certain areas, and it blends in real well with that Targor and the white sticking out. All right, your tail is just going to be highlighted up by some pink horror. Very, very simple. Just go in the cracks that you can see. Do not get it into the cracks, just get it on the raised areas. Pretty simple. To highlight up our teeth, you are just going to do some Screaming Skull. And the claws on the feet as well. We are also going to do this very thinned Screaming Skull in the raised areas, not in the crevices of our shield. All right, to re-highlight up our shield, sword, metallic areas, we're just going to go back over it with a little bit of lead belcher. If you want to do Ruinfang Steel, you absolutely can. I did not, because I didn't want it to be that bright. But it is up to you. I wanted to keep it very dull. For the sword shield, whatever that is, we're just doing the bottom portion of it, so just the razor's edge, and keeping that top part dark. Gives you that nice contrast, and I think it looks pretty good. All right, coming down to the wire here, we're just going to put some Aggaros Dunes on that base that we put with Stirland Mud before we primed it. And then your favorite part of painting the miniature, because it means you're done, is the rim of the base. And I'm doing mine in black. You can do yours in brown. It is up to you. But that is it. that is all she wrote. Another set of rats down with a different color scheme that you can go with or not go with. It's up to you. But I thought it turned out pretty good. Looks very radish, Skaven-ish, I guess you could say. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you again to all my YouTube subscribers. Thank you for everyone who supports this channel. We're going to be starting to do some live streams on here on YouTube, and we're also going to start doing some live streams on Rumble as well to kind of just diversify our painting portfolios. So yeah, I hope you can join us over there. But I love you all, and I will see you on the next one. All right, paint on.